Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a video for my Tauruses out there, or Taurus cross watcher. I have a full, in a lot of words, I wrote small, a full 2 pages for you guys. I'm a little nasally. I don't know what it is. First thing in the morning, it's like I'm super nasally, so bear with me. Some of you are connected to a Capricorn or something to do with Capricorn, because I kept hearing it. I knew I was doing a message for you, and I kept thinking of Capricorn when I was writing. So something to do with the Capricorn. Also, something also here to do with 4 hearts. Like 4 hearts. And then when I see the 4 hearts in my head, I wrote down, maybe it has something to do with clothing. I don't know. That will not resonate for everybody, but for whoever that's for, maybe consignment or handbags or shirts or blouses or fashion, maybe even decor. Something to do with 4 hearts or even trinkets. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. It's a nice message. I really, really like it. I love the energy that you guys are in. My eye is twitching. It's been twitching for a day and a half now. Here we go. This is going to be a lot to read. I'm probably going to read most of this because it's just easier to keep up with that way. But I was completely in the zone with you. I mean, I am in someone's mind totally. If this isn't you, this could be for the cross watcher. It might even be somehow somebody connected to you. They're feeling this way when it comes to a specific situation. So I was hearing, I don't want what I've experienced before to happen again. You are coming from a place of being very clear about what you want and what you don't want. Authenticity is your middle name here. It's safe to say you're being very clear about things, leaving no room for interpretation. I get you in this energy of wanting to make sure people or a specific person isn't telling you just like what you want to hear. You're not being skeptical, it's just a legitimate stance. That's all it is. Okay, wherever you are with a specific person right now, however you're connected to them currently, I am so sorry. I should get my Q-tips and shove them up my nose again. I did that recently. It works. It's a little distracting though, but why does my voice sound like a man's right now? Like, I'm telling you, first thing in the morning it kicks my ass. I should drink hot tea is what I should drink, not cold tea. Yeah. You know, well, we'll get there. I wrote everything that's in my head. I wrote it down, so we'll get there. You're evaluating a situation with a person, as you should, to make sure everything is kosher. This isn't you saying you can't flow or just go with anything. You're just wanting to be as clear as possible and that another is clear with you about everything. Like, it's not like you can't just enjoy the moment with somebody and you're being like paranoid or overly cautious. No, I think this is positive for whoever's doing this with a person, doing what you ask, just making sure, you know, coming forward with everything up front. I see nothing wrong with that, period. Especially as long as you and the other person agree, because some people are like, it's none of your business what's happened with me and whatever. Well, maybe that's true, but it could be my business if it's going to affect me or my life or my children. So it's just something I'd like to know, you know. All right. Basically, you don't have any rose-colored glasses here. You may specifically be wanting to make sure a person is not only clear with you, but themselves. You want someone who's honest with themselves and you. Open about their past, their present, where they currently are in this life and on their journey. If this is a romantic situation specifically, you're not hung up in something like a honeymoon phase. You're not really in a honeymoon phase with someone. Okay, some of you, this has already happened. It may have taken a while or a few tries to get something off the ground. If it's currently happening, that could be something we are dealing with. Or if this is something coming, that could be something we're dealing with. It just takes a little bit, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I always say, what's the rush? Truly. What, because we're all gonna die? Okay, then we die. I'm not trying to rush into anything. If I was 20, I'd rush, right? Preparedness is the name of your game. You're just preparing yourself, okay? Meanwhile, the person on your mind, This is a sweet person. I have to go ahead and tell you that. I like this person's energy, and boy, are they nuts about you. If it's already happened, this person's crazy about you, just as crazy now as they were about you in the beginning. If this is something to come, same thing. My granddog's in here. You're going to hear her chewing her food. But yeah, I do like this person. Their energy is really sweet. Even if this is like, let's say it's a man, this could be someone who's like a really, I'm hearing like a big man or like a manly man, you know, a man's man, but they still are nuts about you, woman or man, whoever. That being said, they just want to be happy, and that's very evident to me. But sometimes when we just want to be happy, we may unknowingly or even knowingly brush over or skip over important details that will need to be addressed or would go over smoother if they were addressed up front rather than to kind of come out later on. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could just be how this, like if this person has any self-deprecating thoughts about themselves, you know, that could affect a relationship if they have certain behaviors or something. So let's keep getting into it. Some of you have already experienced this with someone from the past where like more came out as time went on, whether it was something they were hiding intentionally or just things you started to see about them that you didn't see up front because maybe they were just showing you one side of them. Not saying they were ever being inauthentic. It's just they really wanted you, and you see it later on, and it's like, you know, and you just don't want to do that again, you know? Again, I want to reiterate, this isn't saying Taurus or cross-watcher can't flow and can't just have fun and go with it. But when it comes to your life and who's involved in your life, who you want to have children with, who you will introduce to your children, this is really important, and we're not going to skip over steps anymore if we ever even have, you know? So, I wrote my wrist hurts from writing. I literally wrote my wrist hurts. I wrote so much, and I was writing so fast. Like, when I start getting shit in my head, I will mindlessly write, like in journaling, and my wrist will end up hurting. I have a callus. I write so much. I literally have a callus on my right ring finger from writing so much. I've had it since I was in high school because I love writing. I write so much. So I do think someone is being authentic with you, but I also do get that they don't want to lose you either. Like they really don't want to lose you, period. At all. Which can sometimes cause people to leave things out up front. Not saying that they are, but just know that it could happen. If you aren't talking to anyone, this could be foreshadowing, okay? So basically what we're dealing with here is ultimately I would continue taking your time with someone. I wouldn't rush into anything. If this is something that's going to come, I wouldn't rush into anything. Why do I sound like a freaking man? I feel like I sound like a man. It's probably because my nose is stopped up, but I'm just like, I don't know, maybe my voice is changing. Does your voice change when you get older? Oh, shit, my nose is itching, my voice is changing. What's going on with me? Oh, I did write something else here that I got. I actually took a break, ate some breakfast, and I came back and did a little star on the paper because I was getting something else. I get a sense that this person's never really had a genuine companion. Now, have they dated? Have they been married? I don't know what this person's done, but they've had people that they've considered companions, but they were never genuine companions because these people, romantic or not, boy, what is going on with my nose? I must be like really hitting the nail on the head here. They didn't have this person's best interest at heart. They had their best interest at heart, but they didn't have the connection or even this person's best interest at heart. It was more about them. And so I think that's a big kicker here when it comes to you, because that's not at all what you're like. Taurus or not, whoever clicked on this video, unless this is reverse and this is how you feel, that is not at all your nature. Is to be I don't care about the person, and it's more about you very much care. Like, let's say you start dating someone, whatever, you're definitely going to introduce them into things you like, tell them about your world, the foods you like, your family, things like that, you know, your hobbies, your likes, your dislikes, your skills. But you're also very interested in what this person likes. Never will it only be about you. If this person likes to go golf, you'll probably try to learn golf, or at least go with them sometimes, watch them play a game. Or if they're interested in sports but you hate sports, you'll probably watch a game or two with them, or go with them to see a game, buy them tickets even though it's not your thing. You'll do it because you want the same respect. Like, they're not used to that. Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm telling you right now, this person doesn't have a companion. They have leeches, or they've had leeches. So I added on to it and said, they may even have, for some of them, not all of them, a friend. And I say it like this, not that there's anything else going on, but a friend who they consider right now, currently, still, for some, not all, a friend. But this person is, I'm not saying they're a bad person, but I really genuinely do not believe this person has this individual's best interest at heart. Like, let's say you start dating someone, you get with someone, just the first thing popping in my head, and this person tends to, I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe they can drink a little much, or they do something. Drinking's popping in my head. It's always one I can pick up on because recovering alcoholic here. So I can pick up on it. Let's say they have a friend who you would think this person would be, well, if they care about them so much, they probably wouldn't enable this person. But this person might enable them, and so what kind of companion is that? Is that a friend? I don't think that's a friend. But how are you going to, like... So, I don't know if this individual will hide this friend from you, not want you to meet him for a while because they know. Like, deep down, this person is aware. They know that people around them aren't really... But maybe they get lonely and they want someone to talk to or hang out with, or they want some sort of buddy, but they'll settle for something or someone who really isn't the best for them, you know? I don't think this person, other than them being quality themselves, I'm hearing quality in. Has this person traveled a lot, stays in hotels a lot, or lived in a hotel ever? Anyway, if this person hasn't had a lot of, I just feel like they haven't had a lot of quality people in their life, people who genuinely care also about this person and even about themselves. So it's possible for some of them they do have a current friend in their life, or if this happened in the past, you may have noticed that this person had some friends in their life who weren't the best example for them. Maybe they're not in their life anymore, I don't know. This could be something that's to come and you'll notice that. But yeah, I don't know. You know, okay, let's say it has nothing to do with addiction or anything like that. Say somebody gets with you and they're used to being single, like they've been single for a really long time. They could have a friend that gets a little jealous of this, you know, they get a little jealous. They're not really happy because this friend is also single. Doesn't mean this friend isn't smashing people, but they're single. Maybe they're a player. I don't know. I don't want to speculate and say because I don't really know. But what I can feel is, and I'll give an example. Let's say this friend gets jealous because this person falls head over heels in love with you. I think they already have for a lot of you if it's present, like without a doubt. Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, like you might even encourage them to straighten up without telling them to do it, but being the example yourself, showing them what self-love looks like is going to just... wow. Because this person I think really does want to do better. They want more for themselves. They are a quality person, but they haven't been surrounded by quality. And so therefore they've kind of went downhill. Totally fucking relate. Oh my God, do I relate? I relate to that. I love this person actually. I love them. I think they're easy to love. I think you're going to love them easily. I think they have strong work ethic as well. Some sort of sense of, I don't know, or just strong self-identity, like they know who they are. Very wise individual, likable, people really like them. But you know, sometimes when you carry that light within you, you'll attract everything and anything. So they haven't always had the best people around them, and that's possibly still true. And they may have a friend that ends up getting a little bit, you know, I don't know, because this person falls in love with you and is wanting to spend more time with you, or maybe they start straightening up more in their life. Not that they're not already, but in some areas there's something. I mean, isn't there some areas in all of our life that we could tweak and be better at? So relatable, you know? Yeah. It's like your love is gonna lift me. Your love keeps lifting me higher. Yeah. Yeah, your love lifts them higher. My eye is twitching again. Good Lord. Your love keeps lifting them higher. I know that's cliche or whatever, but I like damn sure mean it. The fuck? I mean, I'm serious here. This has a lot of potential. I wouldn't rush into anything though. I definitely know this person doesn't want to lose you, or if they haven't got you yet, when they do or get your attention and gonna start talking or whatever, you know, they do not. I feel like they may even realize they're in love with you first. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like, wow. You're almost like this light in the darkness, or this like earth angel. I really genuinely feel that here. I know that's not all the messages, but for this specific one, which is the one we're on, yeah, you are. I mean, it's what it is. You know, I'm not saying you're perfect, but you're a great example for someone. And what I love about your energy here, just go ahead and throw it out there. I do pick up on energy like this sometimes, but sometimes it can be kind of like messed up, because maybe a person who carries this energy will try to be someone's mother or try to be their partner's father, you know what I mean, and try to tell them what to do. Nobody fucking wants that. I don't get that here. You're not trying to like mother your partner or father your partner. It's about we're equal. We work alongside one another. We do this life together. We do this thing called life together. I don't want to tell you what to do. You're your own person. I love that. I have a lot of respect for whoever's watching this video, even if this is entirely reversed. I have respect for both people here. These are two people who may have even experienced quite a bit of life already and are coming together later in life. Or if these are people who've already been together and this is already something that's happened, probably been together a long time. But it gives like, I'm ready to, you know, really make my life happen. I'm ready to almost like straighten up in some situations. Yeah. Whereas before, let's say we meet the person of our dreams and someone who will really be like a power couple with us, but let's say we're younger and we squander it. We completely ruin it because we're like, you know what? I want to go live my life and I'm going to do this. Like I've had a few, mostly not great ones. Didn't have any ambition, no drive. And that's fine. That doesn't mean they're a bad person, but it's not where I'm going. It's not what I want. But yet I wanted the love, you know, and I just, but I have had some really good ones and completely ruined them because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to appreciate someone with that value, nor did I see my own. And that can be, you know, that can be kind of awful, not kind of fucked up. It can be fucked up, and it was. And here I don't sense that at all. Like, this is someone who's beyond welcoming you with open arms, and they hope that you welcome them the same. Of course you will. You just want everything out on the table. You just want someone to be completely open with you and be willing to do the work. If there's work to be done, which there always is, on ourselves included, just be willing to do it. Talk. Good communication. A good communicator. Someone very open with you about their best qualities and their worst qualities, and together we can work through them. You can love each other more that way, because what we're getting is all of each other, not little bits and pieces that we want to tell so that sells us or sells the person on us, you know what I mean? Or it sells us on the person. They want us more because they only see our good qualities. It's like, listen, I got really light brows. I barely even have any. I've just never grown them. This is all makeup. So when I go to bed at night, I look like I just came out of the vagina. You know, I don't really look like a grown woman, so that might be alarming for you. Just go ahead and let you know. Got some teeth issues because, you know, had an eating disorder for a really long time. Still working on that bitch. My titties, I've said this before, they sag like two squirrels running in opposite directions. They literally look like they're getting a divorce, like one sleeping in the hallway and one sleeping across maybe in the neighbor's house. I mean, they're just not really, they're arguing. They've been arguing for a long time. It's like an argument that they'll never reconcile. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with there. Can't eat any dairy because that shit smells like it's rottening. So, love food, but I got some issues. I like a lot of alone time. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about me here, but I'm talking about everything. Things that would turn somebody off, things that would make people be like, what the fuck? You know, it's like, nah, just tell me. Just be real open about it, you know what I mean? If there's things I need to know from your past, like, don't be ashamed to tell me. That's how we're gonna really fall in love, and not fake love. So, I'm not interested in getting to know what other people would want to hear. I want to know you. And in knowing you, I need to know all of you. And there we go. Thank you guys for being here with me. I love this message, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.